This video brought to you by Mike's Barbecue.
Oh, Route 32 in Stevens Point.
Come on down, we got some great food. That's Mike's Barbecue.
Is there anything wrong with being called a redneck? Every state has them, especially Wisconsin. You just might find that lots of folks in the Badger State are at least a quarter redneck. Just look at Adams County. The goal today is to show where the most redneck cities are in the big old state of Wisconsin. How do we do it? We measure the things most Badger rednecks love. You know, shooting, hunting, fishing, chewing tobacco. Heck, even Walmarts. Let's get started. Our first stop on the Redneck Circus of Wisconsin starts in Mauston, a teeny little village along Route 53 in the northwest part of the state. This place is 93% white and very blue collar. Mauston has just about a bar stool for every person in town, and a couple of dollar stores too. Plus, being so far out in the middle of nowhere means something's in season all year long. You know, deer, turkey, gray squirrel, brown squirrel, coon, beaver, baby otter.
Shit, if the people up here weren't so in love with cheese, they'd probably shoot the damn cows too.
You know there's lots of rednecks in Merrill, a medium-sized city along Route 52, just a hoot and holler north of Wausau. Merrill ranks 11th for gun stores, 10th for fishing and bait shops, and folks here have a 79% high school graduation rate. That means close to 1 in 4 people in Merrill has decided that screwing around was way more fun than learning. And as we know, rednecks just hate school. But that's okay, Merrill necks. We'd all agree with you that getting stuck in the snow is way more fun than sitting in math class somewhere. Hunting, fishing, loving every day. About halfway between Eau Claire and Wausau along Route 64 is the real redneck town of Medford. They rank 5th for gun stores and 2nd for Walmarts per capita in the state. For a Wisconsin redneck, having a Walmart all to your very own is like short lines at Disneyland. Plus, this place is 99% white, meaning there's probably just a few blacks and Mexicans in the entire town. That's really low, even for Wisconsin. Considering the number of gun stores per person is so high in Medford, you better not mess with them when filling up at Mobile, especially after a loss on Sunday. Seems like there's rednecks in every nook and cranny in Wisconsin, and we can't leave this redneck roundup without mentioning at least one city in Waupaca County. Today we stop off in Clintonville. Now we know Wisconsin folks like to drink every occasion they get, but here in little Clintonville there are just about more bars per person than anywhere else in the state. You can bet that many of the Clintonville necks throw back some cold ones and then head home to sit in their backyard stands and wait for Bambi. Oh wait, this is Wisconsin. They have deer stands in their front yards here. Continuing our redneck tour of Wisconsin, we come to Antigo, right along Route 45 in Langlade County. You know when you get there you'll see a big old pile of beer cans. Antigo ranks 8th for Walmarts and 10th for trailer parks per person in the state of Wisconsin. And is there anything more American than a liquored up Wisconsin trailer park redneck getting after it on a NASCAR Sunday? The answer is no. No, there's not. Antigo necks wear camo to church, so you know they'll wear camo when they go to Bay Beach. If you took your beat up truck west from Appleton, after about 3 or so Milwaukee's best, you come to Little New London, which ranks 11th for dollar stores, 13th for fishing gear, and 9th in the state for places to get chew and smokes. What does a New London redneck do when $1 store is out of red Solo cups? She goes to the other one. Therefore, there's no excuse for a New London redneck to show up to a Stevensville hog roast empty-handed.
This is Mike at Mike's Barbecue again. Did I mention that we got gator? We got some good gator. Come down and try our gator and we will throw in some hush puppies. That's Mike's Barbecue.
Oh, Route 32 in Stevens Point. Continuing our neck tour of Wisconsin, we come to Berlin, right on Route 49 west of Oshkosh. Berlin can claim the 3rd most mobile home parks and the 8th most Walmarts per capita. Now that's some real redneck commitment. Little baby Badger rednecks in Berlin can probably survive on their own and never have to go into Oshkosh once in their entire lives. Some don't. If you took I-90 up from Madison, eventually you'd come up to Mauston, Wisconsin, smack dab in the middle of Juneau County. Mauston ranks 1st in Wisconsin for fishing stores, 2nd for chew, and is 10th in the state for dollar stores per capita. There's a reason they call the Juneau County Fair the annual Redneck Roundup. Every August, necks from all over central Wisconsin pile into Mauston to drink beer and holler for 3 days. But you can tell who's from Mauston and who isn't. The Mauston necks are the ones with the red Solo cups for spit and chew, the mullets, hunting caps, and fishing poles. Just a bit north of I-94 west of Milwaukee is the small Jefferson County town of Watertown, aka Watertucky, where the Walmarts per capita is tops in the state and where there are more dive bars per person than just about anywhere else in the country. I mean, how many bars does one small town need anyways? Plus, the Rock River flows right through downtown, meaning the necks in Watertown can spend all day long catching a bass, catching a buzz, listening to the Badgers on the radio. What does a Watertown neck do when he catches a record catfish? He makes it his Facebook profile pic. If you like your women just a little on the trashy side, then head on down to Adams County and the most redneck place in the state of Wisconsin, Adams. Located about 4 beers south of Wisconsin Rapids, we're speculating this entire place is some shade of neck. They rank 3rd for smoke shops, 6th for Walmarts, and they're 5th in Wisconsin for fishing and bait shops. In fact, you just might say this part of the 608 between Eau Claire, Madison, and Wausau is pretty much the redneck triangle of the entire state. If you live in Adams, or any of the other rednecky Wisconsin cities we mentioned, you live in redneck heaven. Consider yourself blessed.
Yo.